Cecily Fjellhoy was duped out of £165,000 by convicted fraudster Shimon Hayat, who pretended to be the Prince of Diamonds and flew across the world living on victims' money, now made famous by a new Netflix documentary. While delving into a catalog of potential suitors, Cecily Fjellhoy swiped right for the son of an Israeli billionaire who quickly captured her attention on Tinder. But what Cecily, 29, didn't know was that she would be left penniless by her new beau, who was a fraudster pretending to be a man named Simon Leviev. The Norwegian grad student was none the wiser as he charmed his way into getting a first date with her, where he organized for them to get to know each other on a private jet to Bulgaria. The conman, who called himself the Prince of Diamonds, told Cecily that he traveled across the world for work as a diamond dealer, who enjoyed luxury hotel stays and flash restaurants. He dazzled the student with his grand romantic gestures, cute texts, videos and voice messages, and it wasn't long before she fell for him. This was the first time where I felt like, oh my god, I really like him. And it seems that he really likes me back as well, she told ABC's Nightline. Shortly into their relationship, the fraudster pleaded with Cecile to open a line of credit in her name under the belief that it was to protect him by giving her name as a cover. He fed the 29-year-old a web of lies and made her believe that he needed to be able to pay for his expenses because the diamond business was dangerous. One of the main reasons why he needed it was protection. He needed my name as a cover, she said. I know it sounds crazy, but why would he have this giant guy with him if he didn't need the protection? The conman was able to make his claims even more believable by telling his partner that they couldn't meet regularly in London because he was under surveillance, which meant he had to move around frequently. Cecily said she was made to fill out documents for an American Express Platinum card, recording her earnings as £200,000. She went on to say that she was made to take out hefty loans that he had promised her that he would pay back, reports The Sun. What the student didn't know was that his real name was Shimon Hayat, a convicted fraudster who had previously spent 3 years in a Finnish jail for scamming women out of millions of dollars. It was later found out that he had used Cecily's money to fund his extravagant lifestyle and pay for his bodyguards and assistants that he said was vital for his protection. The fraudster is thought to have drained 2 million Norwegian krone, £165,000, in just 54 days, according to news site Verdens Gang. When his lies were eventually exposed, everything for Cecily crashing down at once, and the deception was too much to cope with. I was just a string of 4 or 5 women. I wanted to throw up, she told ABC Nightline. I hate him, he's so horrible. I am just tired of crying about this, you know. It's just so painful. I just hate myself that I did this. She added. I had to be put into a psychiatric ward because of suicidal thoughts. I didn't see a way out. You've lost your boyfriend, but he didn't just dump you. He never existed, he was never your boyfriend. He was arrested for using a false passport in Greece, following a joint operation with Interpol and Israeli police in June 2019. It has been reported that authorities in Israel have requested his extradition to his home country, where he has been on the run for charges of theft, forgery and fraud since 2011, according to the Times of Israel. Hayat sent a message to ABC and described the situation with Cecily as a loan between friends that went south. She agreed to loan me the money and then she disappeared, before we were able to pay back, he said. They used me for my life, they got expensive gifts and everything, in other words gold diggers. When I asked help they agreed to help and they know that I have some problems. I didn't run from no one, it's all fake news and lies. It has been reported that Hayat is also being investigated for fraud in the UK, Germany, Sweden and the Netherlands. Cecily's story will be featured alongside 2 other victims in a new documentary. The Tinder Swindler will be released on Netflix on February 2nd.